What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Craig. We're going to be going over the charts. This is going to be mainly on Bitcoin and XRP. As you guys know, Trump did the tariff thing over the weekend. Then he took it back for Mexico, giving them another month. This is all just lining up with a lot of stuff in the charts that we've been talking about. As you guys know, I think that we are in distribution, or it's a very good possibility we are in Wyckoff distribution. Either schematic number 1 or number 2. I have both targets. I'm going to go over. Also, we're going to be going over a very bullish chart in the beginning, and then a very bullish chart, but a very bullish chart that gets very bearish first. We're going to take a look at those, and then we're going to get into the smaller time frames and take a look at why I think we're in distribution, how it seems to be playing out, kind of give you a time frame of when these price targets might hit. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, leave your comments below. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. So here's the super bullish one. We've talked about this for a few months, of this being a full 5-wave structures here. This being a wave 1, wave 2, still working on 3. That would get us up to about 122-ish, and then a correction back down to the 80,000-ish range for a wave 3, and then our 5th wave being up at the 150 range. Now that would be a finished giant one wave. Well, if that happens, we would talk about what's going on there. Now the very bearish before bullish is here, and that's looking at this whole thing as a big wave 1. We've topped out, and we're going down for our ABC correction, which would be wave 2. Wave 3 would get us somewhere around 175-ish. In 2030, 2035, somewhere in there. Come back down for another correction for 4, back down to the 108, 110-ish range. Now, I measured these out on fibs. Obviously, they're not going to be exact. But, and then our 5th wave sometime in 2000, let's see, 35, somewhere in there, get you around that $220,000 Bitcoin. That's the super bullish chart, but bearish before bullish. If you guys are interested in trading, before we get into the schematics for Wyckoff, definitely check out our sponsors, Prime XBT. You can get up to a $7,000 bonus using my link below. Also, you can get a 20% off of your trading fees. Actually, I think it's 25% off your trading fees. You can copy trade. You can trade gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, the traditional markets, all against your crypto, however you want to trade, right? You could use a dollar, USDT. You can use your crypto to trade against the markets, however you wish to do it. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. Also, if you guys have been asking about a no KYC, no VPN exchange, I did team up with BITUNIX. Link is down below. By using my link, you put in 100, they match you with $100. There's also ways to get more. There's a $10,000 prize pool. There's also there was some other welcome bonuses. If you up to a $5,500 welcome bonus if you do your registration and all that. It's all listed down in here. But again, the links are down below for both of those exchanges, guys, if you are into trading. So this is the first thing we want to look at, these trend lines off of our 2017 top, 2021 top. If we get up here, this trend line here is going to be huge, in my opinion. If we get above this and get support, there's probably going to be a huge rally there. But we are still just in limbo right here in between these two trend lines. This one's just off of these two peaks right here. We've talked about this for months, right? So we're still in limbo here. We'll get into the smaller time frames to see where it might be going. But let's take a look at the Wyckoff schematics, right? So taking a look at... We're going to take a look at this one first, schematic number 1, right? Now, I drew this in, posted it on my X yesterday. I've been talking about it for at least 2 months. I think I made a video about 2 months ago, but I'm going into a little more detail on this one. I'll go into extreme detail if this starts playing out more, but we were looking for that 91 to 92 range. It actually dropped a little below that. Where did it go? Down to around 91.5. So hit where we were expecting, went up a little quicker than I expected, but so we'll probably be in this range here for another, maybe till the middle of the month or so, and then if this is going to be schematic number 1, we could go up to this 112 to 117 range, right? That would be your up thrust after distribution, right? To get everybody else sucked right back in before coming down. I'm sure there will be news events to back this up. There always is. Big players, big game, right? But anyways, this is what it would be looking like, and that would get us a top somewhere around March 25th or so. But there's also schematic number 2, which could be very likely, right? And that one says we already topped, right? We came down a little bit lower than expected. Obviously, that was just a wick. But again, same type movements, right? We should stay up above this range. Now, this would have us top out somewhere around the 107 to 108 range. We would get back up there, and then, as you can see here, come on down. So these are the two that I'm looking at. Like, if you remember back in 2021, we did that. We called the top about 3 months before it happened. So that this thing should be getting pretty close if this is the case. But like I said, if not, obviously super bullish, but this is something you need to at least be aware of. We could be looking at distribution, and all distribution is big players distributing all their Bitcoin to the little guys while they get the hell out. So just be careful. That could definitely be happening. And here's where we're at now. This was our target, 92.8. Obviously, we wicked past it, but nevertheless, still playing out. And that was just the target of this triangle. And if you was to play this triangle, your stops would have to be up above here, right? So anyways, got a huge bounce right where we were expected. We've been talking about this 92.5 for about a month now, actually a little over a month. So finally hit. Now let's see what happens here. Do we go up for a new all-time high, or do we just go up to that 108, 109, or not even 109, 107, 108, and then continuation down, and this was our top? That's a very good possibility. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP, same thing. Look at this huge wick here. Some will say that's super bullish. I don't think so. I think it's going to end up being super bearish, but we'll see, right? We still have our target of 348. If Bitcoin goes to a new high, then these will be your targets. And I'll show you how I got those. This one here, if you've been around for any period of time, I did not think XRP would bounce up again, right? But it did. It broke the triangle. And we had a measured move, right? We've had it for years. The measured move is 30 or 391. That's still a possibility. Definitely doesn't have to go there, but it's still possible. And then we can probably take this one off here now. This measured move here, this 348 was just from this triangle here. I'll show you. That was just a measured move of the breakout. And again, we could already be done there, but if not, we need to break back above this channel, and that's going to be around the 311. If it breaks back above that 311, look for 348. If it breaks that 348, look for 391. And then, of course, if you want to look at this as a huge bull flag, which I don't believe so, but to each their own, that would get you up to about 471, right? So that's what I'm looking at. I'm actually, if it hasn't already topped, I look for 348 to 391 for XRP. Bitcoin could definitely be topped and turning around here. Like I said, might jog around in here for the next week or two before continuing up maybe to that 107, 108 range and flipping back down. Now, if we break above that and go to a new all-time high, that obviously would be schematic number 1 right here. That would get us that 112, 117 range, which is a possibility, guys. But otherwise, if we've topped out, we should stop around that 107, 108 range and then continue down. And I will be looking for huge shorts in there. I did manage to get a short in here. Took my profit at 92.5. I did not ride it back up. I should have, but I did not. You don't catch them all. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for daily updates. We will be tracking this distribution very closely. Also in our Discord. I'm going to get back in there a little more often. So again, I appreciate all you guys' support. Don't forget, leave your comments, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's